I didn't have many friends from my childhood in India. I was bullied a lot and I kept myself isolated from others so I wouldn't get hurt. Things were different when I came to Canada. There was no judgment. I met Jo online and she was completely different than all those childhood experiences in India. She was kind, brave, bold, and clear in her thoughts. We were married in 2018, and after waiting over a year, Jo migrated to Canada from India, and our new life was about to begin. During the first 2 months after her arrival, I started to feel unwell and developed a severe cough. One day, while playing volleyball, I experienced a seizure. Originally, the doctors thought it was because of severe coughs coupled with physical exertion of playing volleyball. I didn't know what to say or do. Everything felt so chaotic, but Jo knew that something was more happening. She was fearless, and seeing her own father have a seizure, she wanted to make sure that I got the best treatment. At that moment, I knew that she was my rock and would always be there for me. Next thing I knew, I was being told that they saw a mass in my brain. I took the news easily at first, but after completing test after test, they came to me and said, I'm sorry, Manny, but the mass we are seeing is something that we don't see that often. This tumor is wrapped around your pituitary gland, and only 50 people in the world have experienced this type of tumor before. In that moment, I began to understand how serious this was. Recovering after surgery, I remember feeling somewhere in between dreams and reality. Joe sitting next to me, back in my apartment, playing volleyball, my heart was racing. Then I saw Joe again, sitting on the floor next to the bed. I tried to wake her. I needed her to keep me safe. But in that moment, I couldn't remember her name and I couldn't speak. I have never felt so helpless, physically and emotionally. How could I forget her name? She's my moon, my life, my beautiful wife who had done so much for me. And I had forgotten her name? Would I ever remember? Was my brain permanently changed? It was one of the scariest moments of my life. As the weeks moved ahead, I heard many stories that gave me the confidence to get through the radiation treatment. And I had the support of my teammates and friends from volleyball. They really stepped up and supported Joe and I through the most crucial stages, giving us a place to stay, brainstorming what I could eat, prayers every night, and never judging me when I was emotional. I have never felt this kind of support before and had these kinds of friends. And even today, they are still helping us cope and recover. This part of my life wasn't easy, but it was worth the fight. And Joe and I have learned so much from this experience. We have a different mindset now than we did before the tumor. We understand each other, how precious time and relationships are. I never understood the value of friendship before. But now, Joe and I are surrounded by really good people who have become part of my community, my life, and my family. With good people around me, I feel like there is nothing that I cannot do.